TSM are going to move up and maybe consider inserting a proto over towards market, which is not being actively checked. It's Koala Noob No that takes contact and Sim's head goes rolling.
And that's all you have to do if you're Koala Noob. Hold the angle, find a way to get the first sheriff, but the focus is still in. Xander responds, though the defense is holding nicely as the spike goes down.
Yeah, nice little dizzy hit there over towards Poise, but eventually he goes down after a trade. Two defenders up here now, and M80 find themselves away from the site, trying to get into Boba. That smoke is going to make it a tough ask. They'll look to group up here with a flash to play off of through market.
And that's all they have, though. Nismo just has this flash. Everything else is going to be down to who hits their pistol shots better. Keep in mind, there is a small health advantage. GMD did get tagged in that last process. But the thing is, TSM are still waiting to see what comes around the back, and as Nismo gets the first down, she's down to a pro. Oh! So there are questions that need to be answered for M80 overall. Maybe not so much here in this round, as the first opening duel is won over towards Elbow. Doesn't dissuade TSM from still stacking the box. Proto still lurking, could be an issue as well with the sheriff if someone does peek him.
A lot of info here for BCJ though. He's sitting in that smoke there over towards A main. And can play a bit of a wide off angle here. The crossfire is pretty impressive. Koala Noob takes a slightly more aggressive stance, and Poise is going to be in trouble. Caught there, jump peeking maybe to look over towards Link. And that's allowed BCJ to fall back. This is much better from M80. Setting up a brilliant crossfire with only 2 players on this A side.
Yeah, and the thing that they're going to, if there seems to be much of an issue. So, yeah, Koala Noob once again able to hit for free. Proto looking for a different angle from B main, trying to lurk, not going to work out. And now TSM are left with this mid play.
He just walked up there, a Proto. Straight into that. There's a flashpoint on the corner. They timed this beautifully. Gimon is going to be in trouble. Gets the trade, but that's all he's going to walk away with. Poise did eventually end up using that fault line. And they're going to have to make a play here through spawn. They got a good timing. Nismo's not ready for this at all, and that A side is open.
Yeah, that was definitely a prediction for M80, thinking that they must have rewrapped, and they're sitting front A, not deep through mid, all the way behind A. So this provides a bit of an issue here. TSM in a 2v3, but the Dimensional Rift is ready to go for Koala Noob, and that has to be the tool they use to try to clear out these angles in sight.
Remember last time we saw TSM here, 8 attack-sided rounds.
Yeah.
Poise is beautifully inserted. It's going to be a trade of best, though, and that does leave 7 on his own. Dizzy in hand, still to play off of. Even that molly, and knows there's some presence here over towards Link. It's just the side that he's unclear on. Oh, lovely swing. Makes it a 1 versus 1. And this is as good a time as any to send that Thrash out. That gives him the info he needs. He knows the Yoru's playing close to sight.
Still has a Dizzy and a Vosh to play with too. He can just delay this the whole way through. Koala Noob on, gets it to halfway. Surely we checked this, right? Surely we checked this, right?
TP from a minute to the backside there. I think that was just for information. And now here comes the Rolling Thunder. That was a clone that was being fired at there, and that catches TSM out. A Proto getting flash by it, in fact, and this post plant starting to fall to pieces. 1 stinger, 2 rifles to work with, and by God, they've been working. But Xander steps in, then finds a couple, met with the spray down. I don't think there's enough time, though, for M80. That's going to have to give up the ghost.
Yeah, that's really well done by TSM. This Vault Line Paranoia, plus the relay bolt for Sim. Dives beyond Net, though, doesn't see him, and Net's going to find the first. Koala Noob helps out as a 2-for-1.
Nice little spray there. That was from the back of that site. This is supposed to be basically a thrifty. And Gimon's the last one standing. The 1v3 does have that advantageous post-plant position, but he'll be double, triple swung, you name it.
For space, Koala Noob looking to step in. He's got the gate crash to get back if he needs to, but it's a quick plant, and I love this change of tempo for TSM.
Timing there, beautiful for a Proto. Koala Noob turns his attention towards the side at the wrong time. Gimon here, trying to get into spawn. Trying to shut down a post-plant attempt. Oh, the Rolling Thunder's going to catch him, though. Poise trying to make something of this with a flashpoint of his own. It's all going to be down to a Proto now, the 1v3. Used to get you into B lobby normally. Oh, he knows.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say, they're pretty much doing exactly what you said here, Mitch. They throw down a couple of smokes. They even get the spy came up just to check to see if the operator's in place. But now we got Koala Noob once again controlling market. The Thrash puts him off the angle. But honestly, for M80, their defense is in a perfect spot to read this. The 2 players deep on site are good. Plus, you still got Koala Noob watching the mid-cut. TSM can find no entry anywhere.
They're so scared of the op that they actually use both their smokes in mid their ship. That means that getting... Didn't try and take space behind it, though, but that's still real estate Koala Noob gets to take up. So here it is. It's going to be the fault line, fast lane combination coming out, and TSM have gotten themselves onto the site here. The weaponry, though, is a little bit dodgy, I'm not going to lie. Net eventually gets brought down, but it's so much util for a retake. And M80 want to play ahead of it. They know they're stronger right now. They're feeling confident. And Koala Noob step...
Yeah, defensively speaking, this has been Chef's Kiss perfect for M80, and it doesn't stop as Koala Noob continues to just rack up the kills.
And that's how you get an off player to take over the game. It's Koala with a second. He's everywhere, man. This time able to fall back to Boba. Another gate crash deployed. And then again, the one hope to play off of the trip, and he gets two. Askimon, last man standing. Absolutely devastating showing here from M80. Who, even in a match with...
Losing a pistol is pretty low. Sim tested. Okay, boys, they're at least able to help out, and now all of a sudden it looks like M80 might be a little bit stuck here. Flashes around on both sides, though, pauses the action for a moment, but M80, yes, they will get back in towards mid, and you've got, a 1v1 over towards the B side of the map. Proto good for the first.
Yeah, I mean, look, just picked a good time to come through that cyber case there. And he's the god with a pistol. He's just a god. It's just crazy that TSM haven't been able to leverage a Proto more over the course of that first half. Nicely done by Koala Noob. Now in a 1v4, even for this man, it's a little unlikely.
Keep him set up, and now I think he's got some sort of an idea. First shot, perfect. And he's also got information that more are nearby, so he smokes himself back towards safety, and there will be an opportunity to rotate in if you're Sim to assist on this cross.
Net inserted here, all the way over towards that B lobby. Another Pokemon, man! Huge. Oh, it's 33 on a bonus round that resembles more of a thrifty, if I'm honest with you. He just keeps falling back after taking these shots, and M80 have not been able to overload him.
Absolutely massive play from GMD. And it all just comes down to the simple fact that he points and clicks pretty good too. Sim on the corner. He's going to learn to do a little bit of double stack on this check, but at least he knows where Nismo is. And that's going to be likely enough to say farewell to Sim with the aftershock thrown. And so now the defense can full commit over. It's only 18 seconds. This has to be some sort of an A hit from M80.
And that knows he's going to have to, find at least a 2K here over towards Link. Is there going to be a chance to fight the spike? Nismo hoping to play off some of that util here again, but he's going to be overwhelmed, and TSM...
But Quality already in a place to fight this. Just comes down to how long can this TSM defense hold.
Xander gets up there as well behind the clone. Seven looking elsewhere. Yeah, he's able to find two, and now TSM are locked inside Boba. Kimon swings into three players to hope to have some form of impact. And it's Poised and Simu combined nicely, but it's not nearly enough.
Oh, you absolute...
How did they not know? How did they not know?
Have no idea. They never saw him.
That is insane. Great use of that cyber cage there, but Sim's going to be able to find one. Net is felled. 2 versus 2 after Thrash had been deployed. And finally, Gimon gets involved here over towards that B lobby. Now Xander's position is shaky at best in this post plant.
But if he feels a threat, he's got the ability to teleport, maybe even use the hole from the Shadows ultimate if he wants to. But instead, going to play the contact. Rifle gets exchanged. Sim dives on in. Paranoia is still at the ready, but no peek. Xander just trying to hold the angle. Not going to work out. GMD.
Sim fancies another bite of the apple now. Koala Noob has a sixth sense about it and catches him. This time able to gate crash away, and I don't know if Kimon realized he'd be walking into the entire marching band. He is felled now. We do have big ultimates for TSM, right? We can make value, rather use out of this Thrash here, but we have 7 tucked away on the other side of the map.
Poised has to do it all. They're not going to be able to. So with the Rolling Thunder now available, Proto is stuck. And yeah, the full march of the marching band coming through. 78 trombones in the big parade.
I didn't think I'd be seeing the entire graduating class of the University of Illinois 2023 just looking at him. How much you can do about it? Doubt. I think we might see a smoke to the right side top mid here, which would imply a split towards that B side. And with 7 going down, it's even easier to sell now. They're going to have to fight their way through it, but the Rolling Thunder, they're ahead of it. M80 once more play too far up, and I mean, Poise is not ready.
That's like, notch it. That's like the 4th time that small windows of timing have just gone the way of M80. So many small moments in this matchup because TSM really are putting together every response you would want to. I mean, the Rolling Thunder there is a great idea. It's just, like you said, a little bit too late. Someone sneaks through it, and now a Proto can do nothing but save this operator as a chance. Koala Noob will get to work clearing out the site, and there's going to be firing range right here, right down mid, trying to slow things up, but the ball line is good, and Koala Noob will stick after the dimensional drift to at least go 1 for 1 and make a mess of that defense, but you still have Thrash at the ready. It will connect onto Xander, and that's going to be enough for Sim to push up, but M80 receive it, and now it's just down to a Proto.
That is beautiful. Even if M80 couldn't sell anything about the B side because the trips were there for a Proto, they hit A so damn hard. The timing out of the dimensional drift was perfect. And now Proto is in deep trouble. Again, you saw a moment there, right? Sim trying to be proactive, but the detained player was being watched by a teammate.
Back if he starts to hear shots. That Berry match is going to last for a while and even make matters worse. BCJ gets contact through the dark cover for first blood. And now TSM have to go A where this cam is waiting.
Cam spots out Sim who does get hit with the dart. So that's going to take even more time for
30
TSM to get their ducks in a row here. Still, that's not enough to pull M80 off the B site. And that barrier measure has gone down on C. This might be the only window you have to go to this C site now. It looks like, yeah, this is where TSM are going to end. Great fault line, and Nismo has to shake this off.
Yeah, they stay away from the grab net as well, so Nismo is in a little bit of trouble. Haunt over from the backside at Waterfall. There's a sensor to play off of. Time becoming an issue here, Mitch. They have to get on, find a spike plant.
Nismo got hit with every stun within a 5-mile radius and was still able to hang on there. The timing for BCJ, even though he goes down, both pretty strong positions to play off of.
Oh,
BCJ, that is a rare thing to see. Punish on the shoulder peak by 7. Koala Noob needs to make up for this deficit, but look at the way TSM are jiggling this corner. They know he's waiting. Will that matter? The answer is absolutely bloody not. I'll take the gun. Thanks for coming.
and now he could rotate over to A if he needs to. Oh, gosh. Mitch, it's not good. It's not good right now if you're TSM. Wingman's going to get the plant. That's part of the job done, but Net is going to see everything. And now you know for a fact that they have to be playing this over towards stair side. The whole rotation's in. Dark cover gets placed, and that's going to be enough to get the retake going with the paranoia to follow.
No late flank pressure, though, for M80. That is one thing they can hang their hat on. 7 here, looking for timing. Koala Noob is waiting for him, and it is down to Sim. M80 threatening to go on a run early on this Lotus defense side.
5 trying to foil the timing of the TSM again, and he is just not missing.
That is absurd. Annihilation not connecting here, but Koala Noob knows that Sim's on the other side of the wall.
Stop it.
This is not a fair fight. This is an extinction event. Gimon has to back away here from Mound. And the ball is going to make sure he doesn't get to the spike. Not without making it very obvious what he's trying to do. TSM are getting absolutely pumped.
I mean, wow. Flat out wow. And it's another one of those rounds where it's just Koala Noob hitting shots, man.
But they are committed coming through tree and not towards stairs. Net can also be a problem from this position. And if Koala Noob wins out on that B side like he's just done, this could be painful again for the attackers.
I was just about to say Koala Noob saw him before he could get all the way through. So now BCJ on the dark cover. Yep. Just bullet hose it. Prowler's out. That will land. Sim drops. And
this is
wow.
not real.
Blacklight is getting their money's worth on this sponsorship pull because this is going to be another flawless here if Poise doesn't find a kill.
And you know what? TSM could use a blacklight and also the whole forensics team to figure out what the heck happened. We were able to recover the spike at the very least here. I want to point that out. Gimon's able to ult onto it, pick it up. Koala Noob here can step into Cybercade to be a general nuisance. Poise pulls out and he's baited. Nicely done. 7 able to capitalize here. But that spike is no closer to being planted. Now we've got TSM grouped up. With 23 seconds left, they've got to decide where they're ending.
Good flash from Mr. BCJ also takes damage, but you can still spam this corner and...
I'm done. I'm actually done.
Yep. And now you're going to try to get isolation onto Nismo, but there is no isolation for Nismo. The grab net's also down. Annihilation's out later. Thanks for playing. 7 doesn't want to take it down because he knows he's got to keep his life. Not going to be able to do that either. And I'm out of things to break down. There is no more color commentary for this match.
But I mean, fair enough. I mean, you're playing off that Cypher Cam there to get a basically free grab net. By the way, mobility is Sim's whole deal. He's unable to break the crosshair placement without it. Gets caught there, and Nismo was very comfortable. And then throws out the Annihilation, knows there's 2 players, so it's virtually a free kill. And even if it wasn't, it forces 7 to spray down at the Cocoon, which is very easy for Nismo to swing it and take that player down as well. 7 had no choice but to look on.
Yeah,
a solo, you cannot shoot that Cocoon.
I don't know if they make whiteboards big enough to theory craft responses to this. Like, I don't know what you do. And the thing about it is, like, the ISO setup, the ISO deadlock on Haven, I'm in the same boat. It's like, I don't know how you play up against that. It just feels like it's kind of like the only way to do it is to play it yourself. And hope that you steal away a pistol round more than your opponent, because this is about as convincing as it gets. And we're going to get a 10-0 start with only, I don't even know if anyone's even close. The Mosh
taking a bit of damage.
Yeah, the Mosh gives some damage, but the problem is they think that's enough to flush him out of position, and it's not the case. So, again, you can see what TSM's trying to do. They're trying to say, hey, look at us, we're going C. Never mind, we're going A.
30
and
seconds
Mitty's like, cool, we just don't care. Like, we've got everything set up perfectly. And now it's just going to go from bad to worse.
It's just stunning timing. Nismo might throw a grab net to stop the follow-up here. He's still going to be caught from this detainee. I don't think there's anyone to play off this unless Net. Oh, Net. Okay, nice little swing to the left-hand side. Gimon might have some step to this now. Takes Net down. It would have been 1v3. It would have been a huge ask, and that is Want to play for that sort of retake, but look at this penetration towards stairs. I love this spot from Gibbon. Okay. Off angle there allows him to deal a death blow to BCJ. But Nismo and Kwanu in a position where they have to group up and they just win that draw. In this economy, Poise is in trouble via stairs, but he and Sim able to stand up now, makes it a 3 versus 3. There it is. A Proto finally seeing some action there with that Sheriff. But Net makes it a 2 versus 2. Time a little bit short. A Proto had that ultimate, but Net finds the timing to swing on him. It's going to be Poise versus BCJ in a 1 versus 1. The best player for TSM this map needs to do a heck of a lot, but time is on his side. Fault line thrown out, ready to take that challenge, and it gets BCJ through the box. A zip. And there'll be help from Link here now. Nice. I like the use of the aftershock here. Can you play off of it? Kimon has a flank timing, and oh, they're all hit by that Dizzy. 4 players blinded up, and it's up to Net.
Yeah, really well done.
Seconds left.
I think, again, we're just in pistols. This isn't going to be exactly what M80 are going to try to do, but I think it's a good idea in terms of what we're likely going to see.
Plays going ideally, and just abuse the fact that Sim can rotate so quickly.
Yes.
It's good from Kimon here. But B is going to be under extreme scrutiny. And M80, of course, are looking at damage. It's a pretty audacious buy from TSM. They've really gone for it with 2 Vandals being picked up. I think they're going to be just fine. Sim's forced to back away. Xander at least gets purchased there. Hang on. 2 versus 3, and that might have been 2 decent weapons recoverable. At least the Vandal here for Xander.
And Proto's in a key spot. Slow Orb, does push him off the angle. I thought he may just hold the corner for a moment, but doesn't have a look at the spike anymore. So that will be collected, tries to be planted, but here come the numbers forward.
You're kidding. Xander has no armor here. Bear that in mind. Wingman just bounces off the wall harmlessly. Okay, 2 versus 1 now. Kimon has to salvage this. Oh no, Xander with the ace. Look at this. Is this the Lotus Curry spot being taken up here? That is so dirty.
Shut up.
M80 sit back in their spawn and they wait for TSM to contact up for information. And that has to be it. Yeah. Sim falls over there. He knows it's been a tough day for him. I mean, not feeling 100%, of course, but this is a real back and spirit breaker of a game. Now it's TSM in a 2v5 to stay alive.
And they're just going to try to gamble A, and the hit's going C. And there's no way that a Stinger and a Vandal with just a Wingman and a... What is that? Yeah, it's the Wingman and a Dizzy are going to break down a barrier orb, a barrier mesh, 2 sensors, full trap wire cyber
and a partridge in a bloody pear tree.
Dude, for real. It's more than a laundry list.
Well, every climb starts with the first step, even if it is a gaping chasm that awaits you around the corner that's shrouded by mist and you don't see him just fall into it. The fact is, he steps outside your house that day and you should be commended for it. 7 here, of course, has to navigate this sheer ice wall. Proto gets in though, deals with Nat. He was sitting in the back of the site. While Anuba has a nice little off-angle, can challenge this. Yep, straight over the wall, deals with 7 and a Proto. The last man standing for TSM there. Hopes of a better seeding dash. And that is a $10,000 game going the way of M80.